We didn't know anything, we couldn't see anything. At most, there was a soft vibration in our souls, nothing else. An apparently harmless satellite suddenly launched an incredible weapon from a star-spangled sky that none of us had ever seen before. A laser shot unseen to Earth, devouring the air around it. Into this vacuum, a particle beam of hydrogen atoms was fired. Unnoticed by the insignificant inhabitants of Aqua, the particle beam triggered a small charge of 2 kilograms of explosive. The tiny explosion propagated itself along the Juan de Fuca and Cocos continental plates, triggering further charges. The explosions remained unseen, but our seismographs began to detect the effect. The resonance charges took their toll, splitting the Earth's crust at its most vulnerable points. As Charlie Gilmore explained to me later, the satellite was a military artifact of the 21st century. With it, earthquakes and volcanoes could be triggered from space, destroying whole civilizations without waging war. Her best guess was that terrorists had hacked into and reprogrammed an American military satellite with offensive and surveillance capabilities. The Earth split open, vomiting boiling magma into the icy and lifeless oceans and stirring the fiery bellies of volcanoes around the planet. Seabeds fell away, revealing new depths, abysses, and seas beneath seas. The Earth had been gut-shot and her insides were bleeding out. For the inhabitants of Aqua, terror had a whole new meaning. El Topo contacted me and said his warning system showed an armada of crawlers and Sewell's cutthroats making their way to Neopolis. Sewell's allies were already causing riots in the city. Whether it was planned or not, the result was clear. Brainfire had created total chaos. We heard strange reports about poisonous nettle creatures and Kalmar-like beings haunting the outskirts of Neopolis. Ivan King was burning with rage. He had a score to settle with Sewell and Mad Sam for showing him up. He was the mightiest warlord of the Tornado Zone, and he was gonna make them pay. Shaka, my wings, and I docked with the Creole girl, then King picked up speed toward Neopolis. Commander Forelli, who was responsible for city security, was informed we were on our way, and was grateful for any help he could get. Charlie Gilmore disappeared into her data bank and began to search through odd ancient documents and manuscripts. The seas around Neopolis seemed calm, but I knew that our enemies were out there and ready to fight. I could feel our lives getting cheaper by the minute.
I think I'm about to crack up. I was in Atacama City a while ago and they had an earthquake alert. So I left and came to Neopolis, figuring I'd be safe here because the city is so well managed.
And instead you get monsters, terrorist gangs, freaked out ex-military officers, civil war, death, and ruin.
Yeah, I think I'll quit taking holidays and just go back to the Argentine basin. Nothing ever happens there, but maybe that's not such a bad thing.
Well, Sonny, are you looking for something special?
Yeah, peace, quiet, a new ship, and a load of credits.
You are surrounded by the bones of dozens of surface dwellers, including kings, popes, and presidents.
What the hell am I gonna do with a bunch of old bones?
Think about it. Where will your bones come to rest one day?
In the Atacama City incinerator.
I think you're missing my point. Anyway, you're one of the mercenaries, right? I hear you're having a hard time of it, but I hope the museum won't suffer any damage. I know, it's a crazy world. Good luck to you and your bones.
Light, sir. Do you have a reservation?
No, but I'm hungry as hell.
Today's special is 9-eyed pulp in a foam of nitric oxide, served a la mode of the old ones. We also have a limb of cultured meat, served with seaweed salad.
Man, I'm fighting for my life out there, and you're trying to kill me in here. Can't I just get a plate of mussels without all this crap?
Mussels? Indeed not, sir. But as to shark, we do have shark sphincters in a sauté, which is a rare delicacy from the Clans Union.
Jumbo, Radiant Man, what do you feel?
To be honest, as lonely... As a child, I remember being told about this legendary museum.
I can't find anything about my origins. Not a single piece of Africa, or the Dugon.
From what I understand, during the Great Descent, Africa had little chance to save its inhabitants in deep-sea dwellings.
Yeah. The origin of mankind lies in Africa.
Well, Princess, I'm just glad you're here now.
Flint, you want to be in the middle of this horror as much as I do, right?
How are you, Chang? I can't believe Entrox can spare you.
They can manage without me for a while. I'm here in Neopolis because I can't keep my torpedoes in their tubes any longer. Like I said, I'm a trained battle pilot, and I'm itching to get in on some of the action.
Glad to have you. We need everyone we can get. And don't worry, there's plenty of action around Neopolis with those damn squids on the move.
I hear Sewell and Mad Sam are around as well. What do you say we put on our armor and spur our steeds?
You must have been talking to Charlie Gilmore. And what the hell is a steed?
Flint, I'm terribly sorry about, well, what happened to Admiral Cox. We were so stupid. Cox was right to try to stop the idiotic ideas of the new line.
Yeah, well, it's hard to kill an idea, and Corhonen and Sewell have similar ideals. For them, it's simple. A lot of power, a lot of money, and the realization of their own insanity. Racism as compensation for their own imperfections.
Oh, the hell with it. It's too late for the Admiral. But Sewell and Mad Sam are still metabolizing. And that's something we can fix. What are you hearing about those monsters? The squids? I don't know. Everyone's in a panic, but nobody knows if they even exist. Hang on, Flint. The Brewmeister just sent me a message that Deep Draft 2 is being besieged by the Magma Eater. The crawlers are getting ready to terrorize Neopolis.
You ready, Harper?
Adrenaline flowing, sir. But who's picking up the tab? Don't worry about that. I have a bit of money put away, and I'm more than willing to pay for my livelihood. I'll be waiting here for your return.
We should take advantage of the current to sneak up on Deep Draft. No engine noise. We should go to navigation point 1 now. Let's go to navigation point 2, Flint. Now we're going to navigation point 3. Target destroyed.
By the tail of a mermaid, this is getting dangerous. These barbarians are whirling around like a school of killer herring. We must not lose Deep Draft.
Now we should look for navigation point 4. Target destroyed! the marked target now.
Man, if I didn't know better, I'd think the ocean was alive here. I've got gigantic bio values on the scanners. Like something alive, coming toward us. My, Poseidon himself has seen fit to save us. The Magma Eater is being savaged by sea monsters. That's fine with me, except they look like they might be even more dangerous than Cajon. Punch, I'm the head of operations, and I say the Magma Eater is still top priority. Don't listen to that military moron. Attack the devil's breed. You don't have to defend the Magma Eater with your lives. Just attack the crawlers and those damn octopuses at the same time. Target destroyed. Target slashed and dice.
Attack the marked target now.
The hell with it, baby. I'm gonna aim at the Magma Eater. You can take care of ugly up the safe with. No!
Attack the marked target now. Attack the marked target now.
Target destroyed! Damn, Lisa's right. These beasts have a new kind of weapon. Some kind of energy hours.
Hey, stay on the defensive for a while. It doesn't matter who comes out on top. We just want to make sure we're around to show the winners who's really the boss. Yeah, target destroyed! Target destroyed!
Target destroyed.
Yeah, target destroyed!
I really took a beating that time. Fuses are popping like me.
Attack the marked target now. Yeah, target destroyed! Looks like these biological signatures really like energy. Apparently, they always orient themselves to the strongest energy field in the area. The Magma Eater is activating her power plants.
Hey, what the? The Magma Eater has cleared off! Damn! Hey, Flint, can you blow away the remaining crawlers? And what the hell are those slimy things? By Poseidon's watered butt! Target destroyed!
Honky Tonk! Deadeye! Let me give you a big hug. You saved the drive too, and for the pence, I am eternally grateful.
I should hope so. However, instead of embracing me, how about you pour me a glass of Dopa-Cola?
That's disgusting stuff. You should knock back a hangman's blood.
I'd sooner give a Lyopleurodon a hug. Well, maybe just a small glass.
Honky Tonk! You're a man! Hey! Speaking of which, I met a strange guy. A kind of priest. He's hanging out in front of the museum, blabbering on about Chinese gods. Is he talking about the slime creatures out there? Disgusting.
I don't know, but I'll find out. Thanks, Brewmeister.
No, thank you, Flint. And when it's all over, bring your pals by and there'll be drinks on the house.
Look at this strange edifice. Memories of past centuries rest here. It's like an enormous brain, where oblivion slowly closes in.
I heard you know something about the squids.
Squids? You gasbag. They are gods. Old, mighty, furious gods. Their leader, the great and glorious Typheus, will soon appear.
Hey, put a cork in it, okay? Do you have anything useful to say or not? What about these small, gods? The shacks?
They are heralds and constant companions. They are guided by leaders known as head shacks, who guide the armies of Typheus with their powerful minds.
Thank you, Deadeye. Have you heard? The squids are closing in. You arrived on the Creole girl, right? They're gonna have plenty of trouble with those squids.
So, monsters aren't enough. There also have to be a bunch of puss-eating crawlers led by a charismatic idiot and a freaked-out, power-hungry ex-military officer lusting for a freaking satellite. Punch, old buddy, I don't even know where to begin.
Well, I'm not a strategist, but it seems to me if you just start shooting, you're bound to hit something that deserves it.
I think I'll answer this call on my beeper first. Time to talk to Commander Forelli at the Federation Hall.
Flight Commander, the situation here is a mess. Speaking of which, I just met that cute professor and her mass of hair.
That'd be Charlotte Gilmore.
Yeah. She thinks these squids, what she calls the old ones, have a kind of smaller observers, like scouts. We need to stay on the alert, with a finger on the trigger.
Thanks, Lisa. And hey, if we get out of this mess, I'm gonna buy you a dinner.
Wow, the boss as a human being. I remind you of your promise, Flint.
What's new, Commander?
We've got an army of squids of all sizes on our radar. The first wave has already arrived, and Ivan King is requesting reinforcements. What's your read on this, Professor Gilmore?
My fear is that the old ones are heading for the part of Aqua that emits the most energy, Neopolis. Parts of their bodies are based on silicon instead of carbon, and that's why they need pressure and heat to keep those long-chain silicon molecules stable.
Well, whatever the reason, Lady Prof, this is big trouble.
That's not all. Don't forget Mad Sam and his killer gang. Commodore Sewell, ex-Commodore Sewell, has a deadly ally in him. They're causing panic in Neopolis.
The devil shows his hand, and the armies of the night converge on Neopolis.
I didn't know you were a poet, Flint.
You bet, sweetheart, as long as I don't have to rhyme. The night is in and around us.
Then I suggest we fight for a few rays of sunlight.
So, the military leader of Neopolis is also a bard. Well said.
So far, it seems as if the crawlers have a new strategy. They've split up and are marauding near Neopolis. Their flagship, the Magma Eater, seems to be firing indiscriminately. But there have been some water intrusions, and we have had a number of fatalities.
Flint, paralyze the Magma Eater, but don't destroy it. Once you've got her dead in the water, get hold of the new weapon they're carrying. It's some kind of energy weapon, a scalar howitzer.
All hell's breaking loose, Flint. I'm scanning 3 battlefields. At Navy headquarters, at the Parliament, and at the main data broadcaster.
Jumbo, Flint, I'm close to the data broadcaster right now. You can support the Atlanters at the Navy headquarters.
Flint, we need you and your team at Navy headquarters. Hurry up. and don't get distracted by targets of opportunity.
We should go to navigation point 1 now. Go to navigation point 2, Flint.
plot on the course of the Magma Eater. She's heading toward the Parliament. Ivan King. The Creole girl is on its way, so hang on. We'll make that fat crawler steam a sweat blood.
Everything okay? The tech bomber has docked at the Magma Eater. They're going in. Bomber is ready. Let's make sure it can leave the area without damage. Target destroyed! Target slash impact!
Flint! The Creole girl is hurt! We need help! damn squids think we look like filet! Flint, take a look at the data broadcaster. We're getting reports of Bions in the area.
Check that out. It almost looks like the Bions are on our side, the way they're going after the squids. I'd say it's the last chance for the Creo girl. King, try to break through to the data broadcaster. We're going there to give you a hand. Let's go to navigation point 6.
Who would have ever thought one day I'd owe my life to the Bions?
Target destroyed.
leave will be well earned if you weren't needed at Federation Hall.